Hey everybody, sorry for the little delay. I just got back from the gym and lunch and yeah, we had to have
Hi,
lunch.
everyone. Had to have lunch. I didn't
You
have
know,
lunch yet.
we had lunch.
I pulled an all-nighter last night, so
Did you really?
yes,
An all-nighter.
yes, I did. And
Well,
then I fell asleep at, I think it's like seven. No, must have been like 9 o'clock this morning.
gotcha.
Woke up at 1.
Oh, so I slept from 9 to 1.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, I was up at about 3:30 until about maybe it was 4 to 6:30.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I just woke up in the middle of the night and couldn't go to sleep.
Oh,
You know
well,
how
that's
that goes?
so good.
Too many
Yeah,
things
I
on
know
my
how that
mind. You know, I
goes.
couldn't sleep.
Yeah, I know how that goes. Too many things on your mind.
Yep. So who's here? Mary Lou's here.
Yep, I
Hi,
was
Mary
chatting
Lou.
with Mary Lou. She's working on a project before she goes to work.
Awesome. And Catherine and Linda are here.
Yeah.
Hi,
Yep.
ladies. How are
Yep.
you?
So I have to give a huge public apology for last week.
Oh, gee.
I tried to post I posted on Instagram my flub, and I screwed up big time with that repeat. And I hope everybody caught it.
I think we're all good.
All right, good.
Aren't
So
we all good?
in order to avoid doing that this week, I went and
We started it.
I started that next row, and I'm
Yeah.
going to pull it out and work with, do it together with
Okay.
everyone. But I just wanted to make sure it was going to work out the
Okay.
repeat.
Gotcha.
So yeah.
Hi, Cats Gallery and Sherry. How are you? Awesome. All right. Yeah, you know what? I didn't even pull this. Well, I did. I fixed my row right after you and I talked last week.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I went back and I fixed it, and I haven't touched it since. I didn't even do my other sleeve.
Oh, you
And I
didn't?
figured we don't need
Well,
it
we're not going
today.
to get to that anyway.
Yeah, we don't need it today. It'll be
We
fine.
get to that anyway.
Yeah. So, alrighty, cool.
All right, awesome. So where
So
we
we're like
left off,
this. Whew, there we go.
whoops, and I pulled out too much there, and now I've got to finish that row.
We're doing body. Oh, here's the chicken scratch from last week.
Yeah, don't pay attention to that.
Trying to get that straight. No, we're not gonna look at that. Left front, I don't want that. Lower sleeve, I don't want that. It must be on this page. Lower body. There we go. Lower body. Okay. All righty
So
then.
what we're gonna do is hold on. Let me get there because I pulled out too many stitches there.
Oh, I pulled out some of the other stuff.
Yeah, I pulled out some of the previous row.
Whoops.
Here I told myself when I was getting ready, I was like, okay, Angie, you're gonna be on the ball today. You're gonna not screw up. And then first thing right away, I went ahead and screwed it up.
Oh, jeez.
I can't get my hook in that last stitch. There
So
we
what is the one we messed up so badly? Was it just row one?
Yeah, just row one.
It was row one that we messed up so
Which was
horribly.
just the setup row. So
Yeah.
it was pretty important row not to mess up.
So we're on row two.
Yep, we're on row 2 of the lace pattern.
Yeah.
Which is going to be the first row of the repeat rounds, or of the repeat rows.
It's just rows 2 and 3 are repeated, yes.
Yes, ma'am. Yep. Okay. Yep. So we are going to start out that row with a chain of 2. That counts as a half double crochet. Now we're going to we're going to chain 3. I'm sorry. No, we're not. We're going to double crochet. I got ahead of myself.
Yeah.
In the next chain 3 space. But be very careful not to go into this first thing that looks like a chain space. Because
we're going into the loop.
Not into the loop, into the first chain 3 space.
Well, yeah, but I mean that made that hole.
That make the V? No. You should have one chain 3 space before your first V. We're going in there with a double crochet.
Yeah, this one. I mean, what do we have? Okay, what do we have here?
You have a chain at the end of your round. You had
there's a single crochet here.
And then you had a chain 1 and a double is how you ended your row.
Mm-hmm. We're skipping all that.
we're skipping the chain one and the
Yeah,
double,
we're
and
going
we're
past
going
the single, and we're going into this loopy here, this hole, this
the
big hole right
chains, the
here.
first chain 3 space.
Yeah,
Yes.
that big hole. Yeah.
Yep, with a double crochet.
Yeah, that big hole.
Yeah, that big hole. I thought you meant our first V. I'm sorry.
No, the big hole before the V.
Yes. Mindy and her holes, I tell you.
I am telling you, right?
Okay.
So we're doing a double crochet in there.
Yeah, we'll do a double crochet in there, and then we're going to start our repeat for the row, which is going to be a chain 3. And then we're going to do, then your next your next kind of stitch should be your little V stitch.
Mm-hmm.
And in there, we're going to do a cluster chain 3 cluster. Now, their definition of a cluster is a yarn over, bring up a loop.
And that's in the first part of the V.
Yeah, in the V. Yep.
Yeah. So yarn over, go in,
Pull up a loop, pull yarn over, pull through 2. And you're going to do that 3 times. And you're going to have 4 loops on your hook.
go through all 4.
Yarn over, go through all 4, chain 3, and do that again in the same space.
In the same space.
Yes. So yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Repeat that 2 more times. And that is what we're going to call a cluster. Okay, next we are going to chain 3.
Hang on just a second. My yarn's giving me a fit. Pull over through all 4 and chain, right?
Yep.
Every time. Okay.
Yep.
So we got 2 clusters in that first part of the V.
Yep, you got a cluster, a chain 3, a cluster. And then we're going to chain 3 again. And you should have 3 chain 3 spaces between where you're at and the next V stitch.
Yeah, 2 more.
Okay.
2 more loopies here. 1, 2, and 3.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So across these 3 chain 3 spaces, we're going to do a double crochet 2 together. So how we're going to do that to split it amongst 3 chain 3 spaces is we're going to yarn over, go into the first chain 3 space, bring up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Then we're going to skip that middle chain 3 space. We're going to yarn over, go into the last chain 3 space, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. You've got 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, go through all 3. And chain 3. That brings us back to our V stitch, which means we're going to do another cluster. So that's the end of the repeat.
So we're going to do the cluster, chain 3 cluster again.
Yep.
In our V.
In our V. So, yep, cluster, chain 3 cluster in the V. Did I hear little paws scurrying across the floor?
Mm-hmm. Toffee's in here.
My poor dog, Bo Duke, went out and got sick in the yard today.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know if he's not feeling good or what.
Mm-hmm.
Chain 3 after your clusters. And then we're going to yarn over, go into the first chain 3 space, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through 2, skip the middle chain 3 space.
What, yarn over, go through the thing. I missed my yarn over.
Oh, don't miss the yarn over.
I know it, right?
Oops. Oh, Nate had a snow day today. He's ecstatic.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
And then after you do your double crochet 2 together, you chain 3 again to go to the next one?
Yeah. Chain 3 again to go to the next one. And that's our repeat for the row.
And that should be a V stitch.
And that should be a V stitch. Yes.
It is. Look at that.
And once we get this down, it's just straight shooting all across the row until you get to the last. We'll just keep going until we get to the last, I think, until we get to the end. We'll come back together once we
until
get
somewhere.
Until we get towards the end. So we got a while to do. This is a pretty long piece of material we're working with at this point.
There's always a chain 3 before and a chain 3 after everything.
Yes, ma'am.
Alrighty then. Okay, you didn't sound like this yesterday, Angie. You sound like your voice is funny today.
I think it's just because of lack of sleep.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You know how when you're tired or when you're, I think it's from lack of sleep.
Got it.
Because I feel fine.
Okay. You just sound hoarse or something.
Yeah. I kind of heard that in my own voice there.
You heard it in my own voice. Now Tifa's visiting. We literally got home. I hadn't even scheduled the live. I got to remember to do that earlier. I might just start doing it on Thursday night because we get up and go to the gym.
Right.
You know, and then I'm rushing to get home to get it scheduled, and then we got people messaging left and right about these crates.
Oh, you got your crate business going on. Yeah.
That's 3 messages about these crates. I'm like, who else came in? Jennifer came in. Hi, Jennifer. How's your sweater going? Stacy's here. Copped out of this one till you finish your blanket. That's fine.
Our next one, I'm really looking forward to our next project.
That'll be fun.
I think that's going to be a lot of fun. The pattern looks pretty fun, and I love the yarn that I chose.
The yarn will be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For anybody who doesn't remember, our next project is going to be a shawl using Caron cotton cakes or anything you want, but we're going to use Caron cotton cakes.
Yeah. So I was up. What did I work on this morning? When I was awake, I think I worked on. I worked on those new granny squares. That one granny square. I'm doing a granny square, fancy granny square blanket put together with all kinds of fun, different colored DK weight yarn.
And that's from that Hooked on Grannies pattern, right?
Yes, the Hooked on Grannies, which is from Hooked on Sunshine. Yeah. So I'm using that. And, okay, I will tell you this. I know you love them.
I love Hooked on Sunshine, my favorite. Yes.
I know. But here's my biggest issue at the moment is they do so many different things.
Yes.
And in this pattern for these squares, it doesn't tell you how to do the thing.
Oh, you know what you need? You need the
I know.
prelude.
You sent me the beginning thing with all of the stitches in it. You sent me that. So, but then you have to reference back to Then I have to get out of my pattern.
Yep.
And I have to go back into the other thing. Like, I didn't know what.
Say that once you kind of get the feel, once you get used to it, you will, you know what I mean? You won't have to reference back.
Yeah, like I didn't know what they considered a cluster or what was a puff stitch or, you know what I mean?
But what's nice about her patterns too, though, is that once you know what they consider each thing, it's universal throughout all of her patterns.
For all of them.
Yeah.
Oh, but then there's different puff stitches.
Right. There's a 7-loop puff stitch and
Just
a
listen to
9-loop
Angie.
puff
She
stitch.
knows. So
Yep.
I
And
was
one's
like,
in green and one's in blue or something like that. Or
thank
one's in
you.
black and one's in
Where I could
blue.
have called you at 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock this morning.
You could have. I was up.
Yeah. Because I had to figure out, I'm like, which one am I supposed to do here?
Yep.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do. And then I saw the green.
Yes.
And I was like, okay, so I must be doing the 7.
Yes.
Oh, boy.
Hi, Stacy. Stacy's here. I didn't say
Yeah,
hi to Stacy and Judy.
I said hi to Stacy.
Oh, I didn't.
Oh, you didn't? Okay.
Judy wants to know if we would be willing to do a bag. I would love to do a bag.
We've each
Now,
done some bags, haven't we?
we have done some bags. Now, I'll tell you one that I love to do that's super fun to do, and I love the look of when it's finished, is the granny square bag. But another one that I've been wanting to do that I haven't done yet is like a market bag.
Oh, I've done 2 bags. One that I could use the handles with, and then another one that was a little different.
I've done big bags, I've done small purses. There's one really cool one that's done in a houndstooth pattern. It's a bag a day pattern. That's very, very fun.
Mm.
Repetitious, but it looks amazing when you're finished.
Yes, Jennifer, I saw your gnome and I saw your comment. I was like, I told you, Jennifer. She's like, oh, holy bobbins. And I'm like, uh-huh. And that's exactly why I got tired of doing them. It's not hard to do, but
It's a mess.
it's a mess, yes. Because you have all these little bobbins of yarn and they're flopping around, doing their thing and whatnot. But yeah.
Flopping around and doing their thing, huh?
And they get twisted up is what they do.
Oh,
You
yeah, when you're switching colors.
Yeah, so they'll
I
get
hate that.
twisted around and,
I always wondered if that was just me or if everybody has that problem.
no, they'll get twisted around, yeah.
Judy said she loves the granny square bag. I do too. It's a fun bag to
I
make.
haven't done a granny square bag.
Oh, they're fun. I love the one that looks like a sunflower. That's done in sunflower colors.
Okay.
It's really cute. You want me to go get it real quick?
Sure. Have you ever done an African daisy?
No.
Mm. I would like to try African daisy. And I bet you it's just a square. I bet you could do a market bag or a bag or whatnot with that.
Yeah. Hold
That's
on for
square.
1 second. I'll be right back.
So, market bag with stretchy yarn. I know they get really large. If you don't mind it stretching out, I think they get really long. But this is a long ways across.
It is a very long ways across. So I think this is the one Judy's talking about, this pattern here.
Yeah.
Now this one is not the obviously it's not the daisy or sunflower one, but the sunflower one, you can imagine it just it has black or dark brown, yellow, orange around in the for the but it looks really, really cool. And I love this bag. I think it's a perfect shape and size. I've made several of these bags.
Yeah, you were on a kick with those for a while.
I was on a kick with those. You know how I get.
I know.
Oh, I think I have obsessive compulsive disorder.
So let's talk briefly. We're not going to give away any secrets yet, Angie.
Okay.
But you guys know that we got that big canvas
Yes,
from
we
Dreamers
did.
Designs. That is not a secret. That
Nope,
video
that's
is
not
out.
a secret.
Yeah,
That
and
video is out.
Angie came here yesterday, and she came before she watched the video, so she didn't know. Anyhow, but she came over to my house, and she got to see it, and we've made some video,
Yep. Yep.
and she like unboxed it. She's like, I can't believe you put it all back in the box just like it came. I said, well,
She did. Mindy put it all right back in there so
I
nicely. And
did.
it was just like getting it for the first time. And because I hadn't seen the video,
Yeah,
it was pretty exciting.
yeah. So we have video of Angie opening it, and then we have video footage of us kitting it up.
Yep.
And then we have video footage of us working on it together.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have video footage of the coin toss
As to who got to keep
as
it
to
or
who gets to keep it for the
first.
first.
And that's
for
what
the
we're not
first
going
one.
to tell you.
And that's
Sorry.
the secret.
Sorry,
Yep.
Sue. She's
Yep.
really asked to.
Sue wants to know who's got it.
Yeah.
Nope, that's going to be a secret.
Yep. Till you see the videos.
Yep. But I've got to tell the story. I got to tell the coin flip story. Can I
Oh
tell
my gosh.
That's not a secret.
No.
So we decide we're going to do a coin flip to decide who's going to keep this canvas first for the first month. We're going to try to switch off every month.
Yeah.
And Mindy said, okay, how are we going to do this? I said, okay, heads I win, tails you lose. And she sits there for a second. She goes, okay, so heads you win, tails I lose. I said, yep, heads I win, tails you lose. She's like, okay. And so at that point, I think Dale walked in, and he kind of looked at me and gave me a look. And I'm like, Mindy, think about that for a second.
I was just like, I was more worried about flipping the coin. Like, I gotta flip this coin. How do I don't flip coins.
Like, Mindy, if we did it that way, you lose either way.
Oh, that was funny though.
It was funny.
So
it was just you were so cute. Your face was so cute while you were trying to figure that out.
I'm like, what? What are we doing? What? Yeah, and like I said, in my defense, we don't do many coin tosses for anything.
Right.
Yeah, we talked to Sue for a while on the phone.
Yes.
We were diamond painting, and Sue was diamond painting. We were chit-chatting and just, hanging out.
It was fun to work on, and I have to say, it's not my first time ever working on the same canvas at the same time as someone else, but one of the first times, and it was fun.
And it was my first time sitting and working with somebody, diamond painting with somebody, other than at the retreat, which, that's a bunch of people sitting around diamond painting.
Right.
I've never had anybody just sit at my house with me and diamond paint before like that. So Angie was my first.
I was her first.
Right.
It was fun. I had a nice day. Now, if the weather had not been so bad, it would have been an even nicer day.
Yeah.
At one point, Jeff got mad at me because you guys know I rarely leave the house. And the last time I left the house was when I went to see Maddie for my birthday, and we went yarn shopping and went live during the blizzard of 23. And so yesterday we were forecast to have some sleet and snow and freezing rain, and I decided to go hang out with Mindy. Jeff was a little bit pissed about that, and I get there, and Mindy and I are just having a good old time and doing our thing. Dale comes in and says, you might want to take a look at your car.
Starting to sleet out there.
Starting to ice up. And I looked out there, and my car was just a sheet of ice.
Like, okay.
Yeah. I was like, okay, I better get going now.
Oh, yep.
And I made a quick exit, too.
Yes, you did. Yeah. And then it didn't sleet for a long time. Hi Emma. It didn't sleep for a long, long time before it turned over to snow, and then
Oh,
it
for me, it did it all the way home.
did it.
Yes.
It started snowing not too long after you left
Oh,
here.
yeah, no, it sleeted all the way home, and when I was on the highway, it wasn't bad, and when I was on M52, it wasn't bad until I got to about Chesaning, and then it's like the road maintenance trucks just decided to quit working.
Yeah, we're not here. We're just not coming here.
Yeah, we're just not going to come to this area. And
Yeah.
the roads were a sheet of ice for my last, I'd say, 40-minute drive of my
Oh, yeah.
drive home. I had to go 35 miles an hour.
Did you really? Oh,
Yes.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah. It was pretty scary. I was white knuckling it for that last little bit.
I bet you were.
I was just afraid I was going to slide off into a ditch because to get from Mindy's house to my house, you don't take the highway for very long.
No.
It's mostly country roads.
Well, we call them the country highways. I mean, you
Yeah.
can do 55 or 60 on them, but they're 2-lane
2-lane, yeah. And
through.
you're in the middle of nowhere. There's no gas stations. There's no.
Sometimes you have to slow down to go through these little towns.
Yeah.
Whatever. Country highways. Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really the only way or the best way that you could go on a different highway.
Right, but then you got to go way
Yeah.
out and around.
Yeah. Takes you out of the way and
Yeah.
exactly.
But yeah, it was a fun day, other than that weather that didn't cooperate.
Angie brought a sweater she's working on, which is very interesting. Tell me
I
about your
did.
sweater.
Yeah, so I had quite a while back, I had made all of these granny squares. They're called the Galaxy Square, and it's
Hi,
a
Mary Lou.
bag a day crochet pattern. And I had originally thought when I made these squares that I was going to make them into an Afghan. And then I just happened to get, you know how you get those recommended videos when you're watching something? It popped up as a recommended video, and it was an old video using those granny squares and making a like long coat, like a cardigan coat. So I decided instead of the Afghan, which I need no more of, that I would put it together and make the cardigan coat or the cardigan jacket. So it's using Lion Brand mandala yarn. It's turning out really cool.
It
I
is.
really like it.
Very pretty.
I haven't worked on it.
So you brought it here to have me look at how it constructs in these sleeves.
Yeah, it has a very interesting construction. Yeah.
And you were worried about the sleeves because the sleeves are basically one of those
One
penny
square.
squares.
Yes.
And you're supposed to like just seam it up and use it as the sleeve. Angie's like, I don't think this is going to fit.
Well, I have fat upper arms.
You really do not.
In proportion to the rest of my body, they're pretty big.
No, they're really not. She's kidding, but
I'm not.
I had my hands on her arms, you guys.
I was there first, you guys.
Right. So of course I had to feel her arms.
Okay, I'm getting to the end of my row.
Of course you are.
To the last
I'm in my armpit.
chain 3 spaces.
I'm just in the armpit, Angie.
Okay, so you're supposed to repeat this until you get to the last 2 chain 3 spaces, which I am at, I believe. And then you're supposed to.
Hello, Lizette. How are you?
Hi, Lizette.
What are you up to?
Oh, bye, Sue. Sue left us.
Sue
What's
left
Sue got
us?
going on today? Yeah, she said, bye, ladies. Have a nice afternoon.
Okay. She normally hangs out with us. Oh, I think I know.
Was she going to her daughter's or something?
No, I think no, that's not today. I don't know. I don't know what she's doing. Never mind.
Chain 3, double crochet in next chain 3 space. Okay. And then chain, and then no, and then half double
And then no.
crochet into the third chain of turning chain. 1, 2, 3, half double. Got it. So that's how we're going to end our row.
Well, I'll have to have that repeated in a moment.
That's fine. Lizette says she's diamond painting and listening to our stories.
Oh, nice.
We've got some stories. While we're waiting for Mindy, I'll grab that sweater and show you guys.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty cool. I love the colors of it, and it's a cake yarn. And I said, did you like control the colors at all? And she's like, nope.
Nope, I
So
just did it as
it just flowed, and they look pretty cool. Each square is a little different.
I did 2 different, they're mandala cakes, and I did 2 different colors. I did, one of them is Warlock, and the other one is, hold on, I will grab it.
That's certain how you remember the names of them.
I have a weird memory.
You do remember some stuff. Brownie.
Yep. So Warlock and Brownie are the 2 colors I used. So what you do is you take 16 granny squares, 16 of these, and sew them together. And this is what they look like. So you sew 6 down. Do I have this the wrong way? Yes, I do. Okay. So this would be the back.
Look at those colors.
Isn't it cool?
There's the blue and the orange.
There's
and
purple and green and red and brown and yellow and turquoise, lavender. There's all gray and black and white. There's even a little bit of white in there. So you sew them together like this. Well, it's hard to see with my camera up so close. And then these are going to fold over. So the 2 of them become the back panel. And then 2 of them become the front panel. And then you fold it down to make like a little collar. And then you just take the squares and you make your sleeves out of the squares. So what was interesting to me is that each sleeve is only made up of 2 squares, which means you're going to take 2 of these and make them into tubes like this. And my concern is that my fat upper arm is not going to fit in to that tube at the top. So what Mindy and I decided would be a good idea is to take 2 sides of this and add some length to 2, or some width rather, to 2 sides before I sew them together to make a little extra length there, or width. So that's the plan.
Make it more round.
Make it more round, yes.
Make it more round.
Yes. It's fun, Jennifer. It's really fun. It's called the if you look up Bag a Day Crochet, the ladies crochet jacket. But in that video, she only tells you how to put it together.
So you have to have the square pattern.
You have to have the square pattern too, which I used the, it's called the Galaxy Square, but you could use, there's another square you could use. She actually has a playlist, a Granny Square playlist. So any of her 13 or 14-inch granny squares from that Granny Square playlist would work.
1 double, 1, I'm at the end. 1.
Yep, you're going to do a double in the next chain, and then a half double in the third chain of the turning chain.
Half double in the end.
Yep.
In my chain here.
Okay, so that's how your first row, or your second row should look. It looks pretty. It looks like the pattern, so we're Cooking with fire. Or cooking with gas. Cooking with gas.
Cooking with fire. Yeah, we're cooking with fire.
I'm cooking with fire.
Okay. I wish I could wear this sweater right now. I'm kind of cold.
I know.
I'm kind of cold.
Okay, so for our next row, which is going to be the second row of our repeat,
We flip this over.
I always chain before I flip. I don't know why.
We're chaining 1.
We're going to chain 4.
Oh, I jumped down to the wrong thing.
Chain 4, and then that counts as a double crochet and a chain 1.
Of course it does.
And we're going to single crochet into the next chain 3 space, which should be right there. And then we're going to chain 3, do our little V in the next chain 3 space, which should be right on
top of another V.
Yep.
We're doing what there?
We're going to do a single crochet, chain 3, single crochet, all in the same chain 3 space.
I'm sorry, I missed it.
A single crochet, chain 3, single crochet.
Single crochet, chain 3, single crochet in our between our clusters.
Between our clusters, yep. And then we are going to chain 3.
Lots of chaining 3 in this thing.
Lots of chaining 3. And single crochet in the next chain 3 space. And we're going to do that twice.
Chain 3 and go into the next one.
Uh-huh.
And now we're up to
and now we're going to chain 3 again.
We're going to single in
and
between.
Do a single, chain 3, single in between our clusters.
And single in between.
So that's a very easy repeat for this row.
3.
So essentially we're doing another setup row, basically.
Yeah.
Setting up for the cluster row again.
We just skip the single between the spaces, don't we?
Yes.
We just skip that little guy.
We're just working in the spaces.
Whoops. Lost that one.
I lost some threads.
Yeah, I lost the whole thing. This yarn is slickery.
It is very slickery.
Slickery.
How much yarn have you gone through so far?
Is this my second skein? I don't.
Okay. It's hard for me to tell because I started multiple because I remember I screwed up on my back panel and I had to redo it.
Oh yeah.
And we moved on. So rather than cut the yarn, I just started a new.
So you got a piece there somewhere that's.
Yeah, I've got like a part of one here. So I've got like 2 parts of a skein rolling around. Oh, I split my yarn again. And this is going to be, these 2 rounds are going to be our repeat rounds. And we're going to repeat it until it measures 15.5 inches from our joining round.
From where the pattern starts.
Yes.
Yeah. Have no idea what we're talking about. Hi, Roxanne. I bet you it is, I know some people just listen just because we talk and it's just somebody to listen to. And they have no idea what we're doing.
We talk about a lot of other stuff too.
We sure do.
And because it's Friday, eventually we will talk about diamond paintings and what's coming out tomorrow, which I am in trouble this week.
Uh-oh.
I am in deep trouble this week.
Why? What do you want?
There's 3 I want. No, I take that back. 4 I want.
Really?
Yes. 3 from Diamond Art Club and 1 from Dreamer Designs.
I haven't found anything I really want yet.
I want that Dominic Davidson.
Okay, I like that one, but
I want the Kraken.
nope.
I want that Vernate. And I want the Ennis Guerrero one.
Oh, yeah, no.
I really like that one. Because it's a mermaid. And my daughter Emily is really into mermaids. Always has been.
Which one's Dreamer's Designs?
Dreamer Designs, I want the Alice one. It just has cute bunnies in it. I'm not usually into that, but it has the bunnies.
Oh, that's that one girl. That's that one girl that Maritza likes. Something Norton. I don't know her name.
Yeah, I can't think of her name.
Yeah.
But I think the bunnies in that one are super cute. So normally I wouldn't be into that kind of thing, but it just looks like a fun one to complete.
So far, I'm good. I think I can pass on the Dominic Davison, even though it's pretty. I'm going to be like Lizette. Lizette, tell me no. Mm-hmm. Tell us all we have enough in our diamond painting stash. Oh.
And then, but you know what one I was surprised that I didn't want is the Alphonse Mucha one.
Yeah, I don't like that.
It's too light. The colors are too light.
I'm not much of a Alphonse Mucha.
Oh, see, and I am. I had the first one that came out from Diamond Painting Shop.
Mm-hmm.
Was the first one that I saw. And I made sure I ordered that right away.
No, I'm not much into that style.
I am. I really like it.
I'm good, Lizette. I'm holding off. I'm not doing it. Unless something else comes out today that I just love.
Some kind of surprise.
Yeah. There's like one more to show at Diamond Art Club today yet, isn't there?
Is there?
I thought. They're not all out yet, are they?
I didn't count, so I'm not sure.
Ah, well, there you go.
I didn't count them.
Well, let's see. Oh, you paid off a credit card? Good for you. Right?
Nice.
Good for you. Let's see. Go to my favorite Instagram spot here. Are they all here for the day? For the week, I mean? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7. So
there must be one more. They never do an odd number.
No. There's going to be one more. So yeah, I can pass on all that. The otters were kind of cute. My daughter likes otters, but I'm not buying an otter.
Are all the Dreamer Design ones out for the day?
No. Well, maybe now. I'm telling you what. Look.
What? That's cute. I saw that one.
Floral. Oh,
it is cute.
Gosh, florals. I love the florals.
And I gotta tell you something about Dreamer Designs lately. Their canvases, their drills, their glue. I'm just all about it. So the fact that it's a Dreamer Design is actually like a factor.
Yeah.
The positive.
Yeah.
In deciding what to buy.
And when we were kidding up yesterday,
mm-hmm.
Angie's like, I'm not going to say anything too loud, but I'm not having any problem with static.
Oh, there was absolutely zero static. It was
I had
amazing.
one bag that had a little bit, and that was it.
But it wasn't even too bad.
No, it wasn't. No cussing, nothing.
Nope. It was great. No drills jumping around like little jumping beans.
Well, except for those 310s.
Yeah, except for those 310s. But those had outside influence.
They did, from a professional kidder upper.
That's right.
So we were playing with them and trying to figure out if we could fit 2 bags into a Craftmate lockable container. Angie puts one and she's like, yeah, we can fit 2. She opens up the second one and she starts pouring. And I'm like, I don't think so, Angie.
And Angie keeps
And
pouring.
Angie keeps pouring and I'm watching her mound up. And then she's like, okay, these aren't going to fit. So then what she have to do? Take them out, right? Mm-hmm. That's where the problem ensued.
Yeah, that's where the problems happened.
Mm-hmm. She had drills in the. If you've ever used a Craftmate lockable, she had drills in the spring. She had. It was funny.
Oh, Linda, I love that cat. That Oberon the Wizard cat. He's cute. I thought he was very cute. Yes, I liked him too, but I had to cap myself, you know.
Aren't you tapped out yet? You got what the other day? Blanket kit.
Well, yeah, but that was with Jeff's money.
That was Jeff's money. See how that rolls?
Yeah, I made a deal for that, Mindy.
That's hilarious. So now you're onto your money.
Yes. And I got paid finally.
I was going to say, do you actually have money to go shopping with?
Yep, I finally got paid.
Okay.
This morning, actually, I got paid early.
Mickey Joe?
Mickey Joe is here?
Mickey Joe is here. I love me some Mickey Joe.
She's a
Okay,
sweetheart.
that is not their normal floral artist. It is not that one lady. This is
the Alyssa Carey?
Yeah, this
Not
is
her.
Alexandra Mullins. It only has
Oh.
45 colors, but
It's all your favorite colors, too.
it is. And it has 9 ABs.
Holy guacamole.
Right? That's a lot, right?
That is a lot.
I know.
So I'm coming to the end of my next row.
What?
Yeah.
Lord have mercy.
Well, I'm not busy playing on my phone. I'm over here working.
Look, I'm in the middle of the back. Plus you were already done too.
All right. So I got to remember what I do at the end. So I'm at the end of the 3rd row. I am going to just did that. I'm going to chain 3, single crochet in the last chain 3 space, chain 1, and double crochet in the top of the turning chain. Okay, that makes sense.
I'm so glad
that works out. It makes sense and it works out.
Hi, Marian. I said hi earlier, but I don't know if you heard me.
Rhonda doesn't have anything that's a must-have.
No, me neither.
Oh, Mickey Joe's crocheting too. That's cool.
I'm going to have to kit up a Chuck Pinson here in a hot minute. So
yes, you are. It's coming on fast.
It is.
I can't believe today's Jeff's birthday.
Happy birthday to Jeff.
Yep. He's getting to be an old man.
That diamond painting that we're going to work on together, you guys. We worked on it for how many hours together, Angie?
Well, I was trying to think about that yesterday.
A few.
I would say like 3 hours, wouldn't you?
I would think so. And neither one of us finished a section.
I don't think either one of us got halfway through finishing a section.
No. There's so much confetti in that thing. It's crazy.
It's awesome. I love it.
Yeah,
I love
crazy.
confetti.
Angie started at the top. She got the sky. So she was multi-placing. She goes, I'm multi-placing. And I'm like, I'm not. I mean, oh wait, I can do 4 here. Hang on. But then you got out of the sky and you were back to the confetti.
Yes.
It's so much confetti. It's crazy.
So obviously, you guys, this is going to be the homework is
Making
how
the
much,
rest of your,
yeah, how far do we want to go? Do we want to
just finish this.
finish this
We
whole
got to go
thing?
what? How many inches? 15 and a half
15
inches?
15 and a half inches.
Now, is that true for every size?
I believe it says so. That's what it says.
Huh.
And you want to make sure that you end on the 3rd row. So
That's
end on the,
interesting that doesn't change per size.
well, yeah, it
Me-
is interesting, isn't it?
Yeah. Why
But it
didn't it
doesn't.
change for sizing?
You know why, Mindy? Because our length for size was determined in our top portion.
Well, I guess that's true.
So our top portion up here determined how long for the size, and so our bottom
I
portion
suppose
broken up.
that is true, isn't it? Because our bodices or our tops are different.
Right.
And okay, so here's my other issue, Angie. This is taking me longer than you for another
Because you have a bigger size.
I got a bigger, yeah.
Yes. Yep, that's true.
So remember when we said they don't tell us how many of each thing we should have and all that kind of stuff? They can't really, unless they told us
every size.
This
Yeah,
size
that's
should
true.
have this many shells or whatever we're calling these things, you know. Yeah.
I just got an Instagram notification.
For what?
From Maddie.
Oh.
Do you know what my daughter has as her Instagram name?
No. Oh, yes, I do.
You do know?
I think I do, yeah.
Her Instagram name, and I crack up every time I see it, and I don't know why it even is this. Her Instagram name is Maddie Pajamas.
Yep.
Yeah, Linda, I think that's about what mine is too, an inch per repeat, an inch per 2-row repeat. So
I was going to say, in my defense, I'm doing more.
that is true. That is
I'm running out of this skein of yarn, too. So I'm going to have to get another skein here in a minute.
Oh, did I already chain 2? I did. Yep, Linda, that's what mine's working out about. I would say mine's about a 1 inch per 2-row repeat as well.
So how many repeats is that going to be then, Linda? We're going back to yesterday again, Angie.
Right. We were trying to do math.
Okay, if we're guesstimating one section would take 2 hours.
No, I said 2.5 to 3 hours.
Is that what we figured? Okay, whatever it was.
But now I've increased that. I think that it's going to be about 5 hours.
Right. So we're trying to figure out then how many hours would that result for the whole canvas? And we had to do math, and it was interesting.
Well, we had to do conversionary math.
We did that too.
Yeah, because we had to convert centimeters to inches, and that was a whole nightmare.
Mm-hmm. So we kind of gave up. We're like, it's going to be over 200 hours.
Yeah, it's going to be well over 200
It's going to be over 200 hours. That's all we got. And now that was based on the 2 to 3 hours a section. But now if we're going up to 5, what did that do? That just doubled it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Yes. I forgot what I was doing now.
Uh-oh.
There we go. I got it. I'm back on track. So
what yarn are we using? We're using True Boo, Mickey. Ever used True Boo?
It's a little bit of a devil to work with.
It tends to, doesn't stay woven together.
It's not really woven
it's
together.
Not. Well, that one that I got was, remember?
Yeah, that was
weird. I don't know why those were so different, but they were totally different. Weird. They were like really woven. I don't know why, but so it splits apart. But I haven't had too much splitting with it. I mean, it does.
I think the fact that we're using a bigger size hook is helping it to not be so splitty.
Probably.
I think if we were using a smaller hook size, we might be having more of an issue.
That could be true.
But it's also it's slippery little stuff.
It is slippery.
It's a slippery little sucker. And yes, I said sucker, not the other thing.
Yep.
Was that my live or your live when I said sucker and you thought I said
I don't. It was on mine, I think. I don't know.
You were like, what?
What did you just say, Angie? See, I just split it just there, but I got out of it. I don't know how I did that, but.
So it's going to have a beautiful drape to it, but I think it's going to be a little bit heavy, so it might stretch out a little when it hangs. Do you know what I mean?
That's okay. We're going to hang.
We're going to be hangy. I'm okay with it.
I like hanging.
I'm a little bit of a tight crocheter anyways, so I've been trying to loosen up my tension. But you got to be careful when you make changes like that to the way you crochet. You don't want to do it mid-project.
Okay, what do we do now at the end here? Let's see.
The end of which round? Which row?
3. I did my 1 single crochet, chain 3, 1 single in that. Okay. Of course I chain 3 because we chain 3 every time you turn around.
Right, Jody? Yeah, me too. That's why I say that. Oh, Paul is here too.
1 single in the last chain 3 space. One single in the last chain 3 space.
So anyways, we're not doing anything for Jeff's birthday. I still don't go out in public because of my dentures. So, well, I go out in public, but I can't eat out in public. So what else are you going to do? There's really nothing to do.
There's nothing to do.
There's nothing to do. So we're not going to do anything.
Okay, well.
I should take I think after we're done here, I'm going to take my butt to the grocery store and get him a cheesecake at least. Because Jeff doesn't care for birthday cake.
Yeah.
He likes cheesecake. So I
like cheesecake. I like cheesecake. Okay. Now we're moving on to the next row. We're going back to row 2, chain 2. Sorry, I won't get you confused. Sorry.
Oh, you can't confuse me, Mindy. My mind's like a steel trap.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. If you believe that, I've got some ocean property in Arizona to sell you.
Wow. Okay, so my V stitches are my V stitches too big?
Why are they too big?
What were the V stitches made of?
Single crochet, chain 3, single crochet. What did you do?
Double crochet.
You did not.
I did too.
For the whole row?
Mm-hmm.
Mindy?
What was I thinking? I'm like, why are these so much bigger than the other ones?
What were you thinking?
Okay, so here's my question.
Yeah.
How weird? How much different would they look if I just did them?
It would be longer. It would just be a little holier.
Let's see what it looks like.
Mindy, it's one row. You're going to change the whole sweater pattern for one row. It would probably be fine, in all honesty.
There's a chain 3 in between each cluster, right?
Yes.
We said it was going to get stretched out.
Yes. Yours would just be really stretched.
Just right there. I can go back to the normal, and you know what I mean?
You could alternate one row of double and one row of single, but then you'd have to remember that.
And then this is the one where we double crochet. Are we double crocheting these together? Is that what we're doing?
Yes, but you're doing it over 3 spaces.
Yeah. We double crochet that together. These like that. Oh, how do I do these things? I was doing so good with this for so long. You know what I mean?
Yes, I know what
Not
you
making
mean.
mistakes. I even had it right last week, and just ay. It's going to be very holy there.
You're going to leave it?
I don't know.
Don't do it.
Don't leave it.
No. Hi, Deb, and hi, Tink. No, I wouldn't leave it. It's just one row.
That's a big ass long row. Big ass long row.
Well, you'd get done a lot faster because yours would get longer a lot faster.
No, I would go back to the singles in the next row.
Oh. Well, yeah, go ahead then.
I would just do this row wrong and then do the next row right. You know what I mean? Okay,
Yeah.
let me show you this. Look. Okay, look. Just look. Now look. See if I can get this up here properly.
Don't leave it.
See, this is my erroneous row here.
Yes, and it's very visible. Don't leave it. Just like Jody just said, you'll know every time.
Look. This is the hole for the first one. This is the hole for the wrong one. They're not that much bigger, are they?
You'll notice every time. You'll regret it every time.
I don't want to.
You know what, Tink? When I first started crocheting, I thought it looked super complicated too. But once you get into it and start doing it, it's not.
Until you do it wrong.
Until you do it wrong. Practice makes perfect. Well, no, practice makes more practice.
Yes, it does. It don't make nothing perfect.
No. I don't know that I have ever done a project perfectly.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Where I've caught every stitch and yeah.
So row 2 is really just all singles.
Yeah.
Singles and chain 3 and single and chain 3 and
yeah. It's boring.
Single,
no wonder
single.
it took you longer because you were doing double crochets.
Yes, ma'am, that too.
Wish we would have had that conversation sooner.
Right? You wish we would have had a conversation sooner last week.
Yeah. For real. Oh, I couldn't have been convinced. I thought I had it right.
It took calmer minds and us sitting down later and just going, okay, let's look at this pattern.
Okay, look at it. Section by section, sentence by sentence.
Slow down and look at this. Okay, all right. There, you like my pile of yarn there? That's all I just took out right there. That's it. Are you guys happy?
Yeah, we're all happy now, Mindy.
You're all happy.
Yep.
If you're happy and you know it.
I can't clap my hands. I got yarn in my hands.
Oh, okay.
My mailman stopped outside my house for quite a minute. I thought he was going to bring me a package, but he didn't.
And look it. Angie.
What?
Wait, the very first one is right. I did the first one single crochet and.
Oh, did you really?
When did I decide to change it?
I have no idea.
Hi, Lisa. When did I decide to change it?
Yep, Mickey Joe, absolutely. Just keep on going.
Okay, now I'm confused though. This one, I'm not double crocheting these together. Am I? This row?
No, this row you're just doing singles and chains.
But I'm doing them in all these spaces.
Yes. And in the middle of your clusters, you're doing a V stitch.
So I do one here, chain 3, do one over here, single, chain 3, and then go into the V, which is a single. I almost did it again.
So guess what I did this morning? Jeff's not going to be very happy when he gets the heat bill this month.
Uh-oh, what'd you do?
But it's going to be his fault. Okay, so we have our back door leads into a mudroom. Our mudroom is unheated. And the mudroom is just like a little connector room between the house and the garage. And then there's a door from the mudroom into the garage, but then also a door from the mudroom to the driveway. So he left this morning, and I promptly took a nap from 9 until 1. And when I got up and went to the bathroom and walked out, and he had left the door to the mudroom cracked open. So from 9 until 1, all that heat from the house was spilling out into the unheated mudroom.
Oh.
Yeah, and I didn't notice.
But you didn't do it.
I didn't do it, no, but I didn't notice it for several hours either.
I had to feel bad for my dogs yesterday after you'd gone and they needed to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
They headed out my back porch there, and there's like 4 steps.
Were they slipping and sliding?
Oh, God, yes. Yeah.
With their teeny little legs?
Uh-huh. Yeah. And then one of them, after they slipped down kind of, they didn't fall, but they definitely slid down the steps a little bit, you know. And then she looked at me. She's at the bottom trying to come back up. And I'm like, okay, come on. I'm right here. You'll be all right. And I didn't want to go out there. I'm in my socks. But I was like, it'll be fine. Come on. Take a couple steps. Go slow. Come on, come on.
Yes, Rhonda, that's exactly how I felt. The mailman stopped, and I was like, oh, squirrel. Yep, I was waiting for but he didn't deliver anything. He just must have been stopping for a moment.
When we got back from the gym and lunch and everything, we're coming home, you know, pulling up to the driveway to the mailbox, and Dale's like, he looks up at the house. He's like, what? No packages today? And I'm like, I think so. No.
No packages today.
Don't have any packages. J-Wall's being, where are you getting a J-Wall from?
Diamond Painting Deutschland.
She is?
Yes.
Still have not ordered from them.
Oh, I love it. I love their stuff. Love, love, love. It's my favorite. If you said, Angie, I'm going to buy you a diamond painting from anywhere in the world that you want, that's where I would pick.
Yeah.
And they've got a couple new Josephine walls. Well, I don't know how new they are. I haven't looked in, a few months, but they're new since last time I looked. And it never doesn't happen that I don't leave Mindy's with some treats.
I forgot the other one that I was going to give you. I'll have to do that.
What was that? What else were you going to give me?
That one painting, the
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
We won't talk about it.
No, we won't talk about it.
I'll just say it was a painting I got for free, and I really don't want it.
And I think it's adorable.
So I'm going to give it to Angie.
I have one of those.
A painting you don't want?
Yeah. Oh, and it's something that you actually might like.
Oh,
Maybe we'll do a trade.
what do you have?
I'll send a picture of it to you.
Okay.
Actually, I could probably grab it right now. It's a tiger.
Oh, yeah.
And that's just, that's just not my thing. It's
I
cute
love
and everything,
tigers.
but it's
I
just
love
not
tigers.
my thing. I think it's an Oraloa.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure it is an Oraloa.
I got an email from them today.
Did you?
Yeah. That said that they had new kits. And they showed some pictures of some of the new kits, and I went looking on the shop forum, but I couldn't find them.
Well, I did see a YouTube creator today, and I don't remember who it was, so don't ask me. Put out the title. I didn't watch the video, but the title of the video was Sneak Peek Oraloa.
Yes, they've started doing that with a few people.
Yeah, so maybe it's something that's going to be coming out, tomorrow or something.
But I got the email today that there was new things, so that's why I was confused.
Interesting.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Orloa has started to work with me. I've gotten 2 from them, to show, which is nice. I like that. So I'm hoping to keep working with them,
Yeah.
I don't know if I have a discount code. I mean, I should message her and see if I do.
Yeah.
Because some of the people who they're sending paintings to have a discount code, but I don't know if I have one. Went back to our email conversations and I didn't see one, but.
Oh, goodness. I'm splitting my yarn.
It's still taking me a long time, Angie. I got a big.
Oh, Judy likes diamond painting Deutschland too.
I just got a big back panel here. That's what I got. I got a big back side. Okay, I'm going to tell you guys a story. This is very a personal life story here, okay? So when I was in my 40s, I worked really hard with my friends at work, losing weight, right? Lost 70 pounds. I've talked about this a little bit, but then 2020 came, I retired, pandemic, all of that nonsense happened, and I just started gaining weight. Now, mind you, I'm 60 at the time, right? Yeah, I saw Bev had one. A couple other people had one too. I can't remember who else. Diamond Painting Anonymous had one. I saw her. She had one, a sneak peek. But so all that happened. Perfect storm. I'm now older. Everything, staying home. And so I started gaining weight. And I'm trying everything I can think of that, I would try logically, and it's just not happening, right? So let me think. I have now gained back, let me think, about 45 of that 70 pounds. It's just making me so mad, right?
Mm-hmm.
So to lose it, to begin with, we were very, very active. It was like I would work out every day, doing some Biggest Loser video with burpees and jumps and lunges, and it was every day.
See,
almost.
that's more dedication than I can. More dedication and
right?
effort than I can.
Right?
Can do.
and writing down all of my food, everything I ate.
Oh no, screw that. It's
It
not
was
worth it.
hard, but I was that dedicated. I was going to lose it. And I did. I lost 70 pounds.
I give you huge credit for that. I could never ever do that.
Well, now that I'm older, I can't do a lot of those moves.
Right.
I just can't do that vigorous stuff anymore. Now I have like, no hormones to help me out.
Right.
And all the things that you read about that happen when you're like 60 are true. I mean, things stop working. You don't have estrogen in your body anymore. All of your body is trying to do is make more estrogen or whatever, and it stores it all as fat, and it's just ridiculous, right? So at my previous doctor, I'd asked, what can I do? Is there anything? And they were like, well, just you got to watch what you eat but be healthy. I'm like, okay.
But that's not working.
That's not helpful, right? So I've switched. I've got a new doctor now. And in the course of seeing this doctor with my knee, the very first time I saw her, which was for my knee, we talked about weight and weight loss. And she said, well, there are things we can do. Let me give you some information. There are lots of, and she agrees. She says, first of all, when they say eat less, move more, that's wrong. That is a diet gimmick. It's not going to help. At least not people when they get, to my age.
To get, right.
Mm-hmm. So she says there are really, really good medications now. Okay? That can help. Because I would guarantee with everything I know, you are insulin resistant. And so your body is not processing the insulin the way it should. And it just stores it as fat.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't burn because you don't have the metabolism that you used to.
Right, exactly. Your metabolism is so different. And like you said, hormonally,
right,
you're so different.
Right. Because, we start to have less and less estrogen, and your body wants to have estrogen, so it's trying to make it. But instead of that, it's taking all of your insulin and turning it into fat.
Right.
Trying to, accommodate whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
So anyhow, when I was there for my recheck on my knee, we talked about the diet meds. And there are some that are injectables, some that are, pill form. And I was like, well, no injectable.
Yeah.
No injectable.
We know how Mindy feels about needles.
Yeah, let's not do that. And she said you couldn't even not once a week, just a little tiny, tiny needle. And I'm like, no.
Yeah,
let's not do that. So she prescribed a pill form for me. Now, let me tell you this. The story's long. I'm sorry. What I have been doing recently, Dale and I go to the gym about every other day. And I'm definitely watching what I eat and working out more, doing that kind of stuff, right? And when I go to the gym, the next day or so, I'll lose a pound or so. But then
how often do you weigh yourself?
Every day.
Do you really?
Every day. It's a habit that started back when we were losing weight. And it just became a habit with me to do it every morning.
Do you think you could stop doing that?
No.
Do you think you're defeating yourself?
No, I can't. It's a mental thing with me. I've got to do it.
Interesting.
Yeah. Now, so I will lose a little bit of weight, but then we don't go to the gym and I'll gain. So it's been, I work out, I lose. I don't, it comes back. It's just been this vicious, this little up, down, up, down, up, down. It's just annoying the crap out of me. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So, I got to look at that in a second, Jody, when I'm done talking, because that might be what I have. I'm not certain. So anyhow, I got the pills, okay? And she said just try a half because it's a stimulant and it might, do some things. Just try a half, see how it goes. I've already told Angie this.
I want a stimulant.
My, you want a stimulant?
Heck yeah, I do.
Okay, hang on. I got to stop for a second. After I do my last little V thing here, I chain 3 and I got to do something in my last space, right?
I believe you double crochet in your
Double
your
crochet,
turning chain. I think. I don't know. I don't have my pattern up right now. Hold
double
on.
crochet in the big space, double crochet in the big space,
And then half double in your turning chain?
and a half double in the chain. Yep. Yes, ma'am. That's it. Okay. So I got it. I got it. And it's giving me tingles, like my head. And I've told Angie, I said, I think I've got it down to, it's a few hours in the morning and then the tingles go away. But so, yeah, oh my gosh, it's 4 days, 5 days. I don't know, not very many days. And I've had a day where we didn't go to the gym. Okay. So I'll just say I lost a pound. Okay. And I'm like, okay, I'm not getting too excited about that yet. A pound is a pound. I can do that. Right. But then yesterday we didn't go to the gym. Okay. No gym. What do I do here? A single crochet in the chain 3 space. I skipped that. Single crochet there. And then I'm off to my, and then I got a chain 3. Is that right? Yeah. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm off to do my clusters again. Is that right? No, I did the end of the, okay, hang on. I'll come back to the story. I did the end of the last row wrong, I think. Let's see. The last row I just did was row 2. What do I do at the end of row 2? Just chain 3.
What's your guys' favorite method for joining new yarn, out of curiosity? Like once I'm to the end of this skein, what's your go-to method for joining the next skein? Because I'll tell you how I learned how to do it, and it's not right. And I know it's not right, and I'd like to learn a better way to do it.
What do you do?
I just tie a freaking knot in it and keep going.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do?
Most of the time. It depends on what I'm working on. Some things it's easy to just join one in. Grab your yarn and join it in, you know what I mean?
Okay.
But sometimes I just tie it on and go, but
I just tie it on and go. Russian join is what Linda does.
1 double crochet in the chain 3 space.
Mickey Joe changed the stitch before. Okay, yep. So then you would
and bring it in.
Yep, and do it that way. I've thought about doing that. Like you would do if you were switching colors.
Yeah. Yeah. I might do that on this.
I'm probably going to, and the reason I ask is because of this exact project, because with this yarn, the joins are very, very evident. I had a factory join. So in the middle of a skein, there was a factory knot. So this is my right side, you can't see it, but on my wrong side, you can definitely see where that factory join was, where they tied it together. And so I don't want that. I don't want to have that, on my, so that's why I was asking, because I'm getting to the end of this skein and I don't want my join to show. And I think with this yarn is going to be very, very evident. Makes it neater, huh, Mickey? Yeah, it does. It does. I think a lot of times I'm just lazy and I just tie,
Mhm.
tie a knot and keep going, especially if it's a bulky yarn or a furry yarn or, a yarn that you're not going to notice.
Okay, so Jody back there said
Rebelsis, I think she said.
there was another name too.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, there's another name. That's the company, I think, but the name was the
Ozempic.
Ozempic. I think that's what it is. Lost 70 pounds in a year. You take it and you've lost nothing? Oh, no.
No, we don't want to hear
I
that.
don't want to hear that. No. No. But yeah, I didn't work out yesterday. I'd lost a pound the day before because we went to the gym.
If you
And
think about it, a pound is a lot.
I know. And how does it fluctuate that much?
I mean, think about a pound of butter.
I know.
That's
But then it just comes right back normally. It'll go, I'll sweat it out basically, and then it just comes right back.
Huh.
What in the world? Okay, help me out. We have 3 spaces between our V's. Am I right?
No, you should only have 2 spaces between your
Why am
V's.
I doing this wrong?
I don't know.
But there's 2 single crochets between, isn't there?
No. Does yours look like this?
Well, I'm nowhere near that far, so no. Okay. Take me back.
Okay, let's go back to a time long, long ago.
There were 2 single crochets between those. Where have I developed 3 single crochets?
I don't know. You should have 2 single crochets and 3 chain spaces.
Now this is where we made our little V's here.
Yeah, between the V, you should have 2 single crochets and 3 chain spaces.
Oh, no, wait, I do. That's right. I have 2 single crochets and 3 spaces.
Yep.
That's what I mean. But then when I do my single together, I'm going through.
Your double together?
Yes, my double together. I'm going through all of those.
No, you just go through the first one and the last one. You skip the second one. You skip the middle one.
That's what it is. Okay.
That's it. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, good. I didn't screw this whole thing up. I just screwed up the double over 3
Oh,
thing.
yep. And Linda caught it too. Linda said, "Are you doing your 2 double crochets together?"
Yeah, I am, but I did it. I wondered why I had another space.
Yeah. Yep.
So you yarn over, go into the first space.
Yep. And then pull
Through 2, yarn over, go through the next space.
No, the last one.
Last space.
Yep. You skip the middle one.
Oh God. Okay. Whew! I thought I really flubbed.
You got this.
I got it now. Thank you.
You got this.
I got it now. Okay. I know, right? Stressing me out.
So everybody knows what they're supposed to do for next week. We're going to get to our 15.5 inches. So we've got a lot of homework for this week. Got a lot of stitching to do.
And I got a sleeve to make still.
And yep, and you should have both your sleeve tops made. Not the whole sleeve, just the sleeve top.
Yeah, because I didn't make my sleeve this week.
You were just frustrated with the whole business.
I was doing other stuff,
Yeah.
Okay. First space, last space. Whew. How many rows have you gotten done now, Angie?
I'm on I've got just 2 cluster rows done.
Oh, okay. I'm just
And I'm
starting.
on my third. I'm on my
Okay, how can I get this so you can see it? It looks right now. Yeah. I'm starting my second cluster row.
yeah.
My lighting is so bad in here. Let's see if I can make this better. Right?
It's looking good so far. It's looking just like it's supposed to.
Yes.
So that's good.
Yes. Yay. Okay. I got a lot of extra yarn here that I'd already used once.
I'm gonna have to at least get to that point.
I'm gonna have to look and see if that's what that is, Jody. I think that sounds familiar. But and hi Dawn. And then she said, I could start taking a full pill later, but I don't want to do that. No, Golo did nothing for me, Lisa. Golo was a bust. I tried that and it just didn't work. It was weird. I don't know why, but it did not do anything for me.
Why don't you develop IBSD like me, and then your weight will fluctuate 70 pounds in a year. Every year.
No.
Up and down.
I'm so mad because I worked so hard. Busted my hump.
Oh, I bet.
To lose that 70 pounds. And then to just feel defeated that I can't do anything to keep from gaining more, let alone lose what I've already gained.
Yeah, a year ago right now, I was over 200 pounds. And I went to the doctor when I had shingles, and I was down to 160 through doing nothing.
Except
going to the bathroom.
Pooping it out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, we'll see how this goes. I'm not going to try a full pill unless my head stops tingling in the morning.
Yeah, once your body gets used to it, I think you'll be okay.
That's what I'm thinking too. But if it stops tingling and I start to feel kind of normal, then I might try the full pill. But and here's my other thought. Even if it's working but slower, I'm okay with that.
Right.
It doesn't have to be fast and rapid. If it's doing something, I'd be happy.
Right.
Now, the other option is to go back and talk about the injectable.
And I think you could do it.
I don't know.
Yeah, Jody, you're right. Menopause does blow goats.
It sucks, doesn't it? I mean, it's good in some ways. Things you don't have to deal with. We know what those are.
Yes.
But it sucks in other ways.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyhow. I guess that's it for our live, Angie. We're at 3:30. What do you think?
Yeah, that's it, I think.
Yeah.
So we'll see you guys all next week, and we will get working. I think the next thing we're going to do is work on a little bit more on our sleeves. So if you haven't
add this pattern to the sleeve, right?
Yep. If you haven't done your extra sleeve yet, make sure you've got both sleeves done for next week.
Yes, ma'am. I got to do a sleeve. All righty then.
All right. We'll talk to you guys all later.
Except I got to put my hook down to
press the button.
To be done. Yeah.
Okay. Press the damn button.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.